Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the weekly press briefing of the Kosovo Specialist Chambers, where we aim to provide journalists with an update on the latest developments at the court and the opportunity to ask questions. In the case of Salih Mustafa, KSC President Ekaterina Trandafilova on 7th February assigned a Court of Appeals panel to decide on Mr. Mustafa's appeal against the trial judgment issued on 16th December 2022. The deadline for the defense to file its appeal brief is 6 April. The Court of Appeals panel is composed of the judges Michel Picard, Kai Ambos, and Nina Jørgensen. In the Thaci et al. Case, the KSC President on 3rd of February assigned a Court of Appeals panel to decide on an interlocutory appeal filed by the Council for Denied Victims Applicants against the pretrial judge's fourth decision on victims' participation from 12th December, in which he rejected a number of applications from individuals who wanted to be admitted as victims in the proceedings. Based on the rules, persons who applied to participate in the proceedings as participating victims and whose applications have been rejected have the right to appeal the decision. The Court of Appeals panel is composed of the judges Michel Picard, Emilio Gatti, and Kai Ambos. The panel granted Council's request for an extension of time to file a joint appeal on behalf of the entire group of denied applicants, as it would be more expeditious. The panel set the deadline for the appeal for 15th February, or 7 days after all denied applicants have been notified of the pretrial judge's decision, whichever is later. The prosecution preparation conference in this case is scheduled for 15th February starting at 9:30 in the morning. The hearing can be attended from the KSC's public gallery or through the streaming function on the KSC website in the 3 languages of the court: Albanian, Serbian, and English. In the Pietar Shala case, the trial panel on 6th February ordered Mr. Shala's continued detention. The panel found that the risks of obstructing the progress of proceedings and of committing further crimes continued to exist. The panel further concluded that it is only through the communication monitoring framework at the KSC detention facilities that these risks can sufficiently be mitigated. Weighed against the serious nature of the charges against the accused, the impossibility to mitigate the risks outside the KSC detention facilities, and considering that the trial opens on 21st February, the panel found that the time the accused has been in detention is reasonable. The opening statements in the Shala case are scheduled for 21st and 22nd February 2023. To follow the hearing from the public gallery, pre-registration is required. More information about this can be found on the KSC website. The hearing can also be followed through the streaming function on the KSC website in the 3 languages of the court. In other news, the KSC outreach team has this week been meeting with high school students in Pristina and with civil society in Gorazdevac and Lipjan to provide accurate information about the KSC and respond to people's questions and concerns.